From creepy, deteriorating buildings with leftover scary dolls still lurking there, to abandoned toy factories that still have valuable toys inside them, we take a look at 10 of the creepiest abandoned toy factories. Number 10. FILATURE Dollhouse, France. Built into a beautiful Victorian-era factory, walking through the FILATURE Dollhouse is like stumbling straight into the industrial age. At the peak production, the company operating inside these walls employed in excess of 2,000 people. However, in 2008, they went bust, leaving half of the local community jobless. While the newer machines were sold off to Italy, all of the old machines, some of which date back to the 19th century, are still rusting away at the site. Number 9. The MATADOR Toy Factory, Austria. Back in the day, wooden construction sets were the must-have of Christmas gifts for young, aspiring builders. Most every little child in Europe had some form of Matador wooden structure proudly displayed in their bedroom window. But times have changed. Now kids would rather sit in front of the television than play with colorful wooden blocks. Due to changing recreational interests, popularity waned, production costs went up, and this Matador toy factory died a slow and painful death. Number 8. The Frank Beach Toy Shop, HOLYWELL, Wales. After over 70 years of service, the Frank Beach Toy Shop closed its doors in 2009. Amazingly, during the following 5 years, the store was left completely untouched. Perhaps its shady exterior put off the would-be thieves? Although the damp started to permeate some of the boxes, most remained in mint condition, and when an auction house discovered what was hidden in plain sight, they knew they'd struck gold. In April 2015, the stock was sold off to various collectors from all over the UK. One figurine, a Boba Fett Star Wars toy, collected £18,000, while a single pallet of toy cars amassed almost $250,000. Number 7. The Toastmaster Factory, Illinois, USA. The Toastmaster Factory was once a prime employer for the Algonquin area as a manufacturer for small home appliances and children's toys. However, in the early hours of October 18, 2010, a fire swept across the building, creating a blaze so powerful that firefighters were forbidden from going inside. The building subsequently burned to the ground, leaving only a blackened shell behind. Although an investigation took place, the cause of the fire was never determined. Number 6. The KANGA Toy Factory, Perth, Australia. To the current generation, wooden toys seem somewhat ancient, but in older, simpler times, KANGA were so popular that they had a worldwide distribution network. This old factory went out of business long ago and served as nothing more than a blank canvas for amateur graffiti artists before it met the wrecking ball in 2010. While it was once a hub for artisans to express themselves through the magic of toy making, with all the religious symbolism and dollar signs plastered across the walls, it resembles some kind of cult headquarters for a strange, unknown religious order. Number 5. The Matchbox Factory, London, England. Renowned for making toy cars, the Matchbox Company, part of Lesney Products, had to say goodbye to their primary manufacturing plant in London in 2010. While the decline of the traditional toy market contributed to its failure, it was the 2012 Olympic Games that put the final nail in the coffin. The Hackney Council needed the space to build a new arena and chose to demolish the building. Number 4. Unknown, Russia. This abandoned Russian factory was part of the former USSR. Although the roof has fallen through, the machinery has rusted beyond repair, and the floor is piled with rubble, the bright interior manages to make it look quite cheerful. According to the photographer, the building was found in an obscure location in the middle of nowhere, with no traces of civilization. The strangest element is the common room, which has a large mosaic image of Vladimir Lenin, in perfect condition, overlooking the room. It's almost as if someone has been protecting it all these years. Number 3. The Doll Shop, Arizona, USA. This abandoned shack-like building is located in the middle of the Arizona desert, on Cactus Forest Road. If it weren't for the handwritten sign at the front of the building that reads, "The Doll Shop," one would assume it was simply an old gas station, given the location. The discoverer stated that the interior was so dark and dingy, he had to use flash from his camera to navigate the building. Although he found remnants of half-made toys in the dust-ridden workshops, there were no business documents to find out who worked there or what company operated under the Doll Shop moniker. Number 2. The Toy Loft, Connecticut, USA. The Toy Loft was a once booming factory, store, and park. Built into an old mill, the premise was pretty eerie even in its heyday. Remnants of a wiffle ball court, sword fighting school, laser tag arena, and miniature golf course now sit in ruin, along with 50-year-old toys which still stand in the storefront window. While the old owner of the Toy Loft no longer holds the lease to the property, traces of his existence are still present in the form of threatening notes stuck across arcade machines, which he wrote to ward off vandals. Number 1. The Porcelain Doll Factory, Valencia, Spain. This Spanish doll factory is spread over 3 stories and has been untouched for over 50 years. Almost everything is still in order and left exactly how it was, suggesting that it closed in the middle of a working day. The plant was originally used to manufacture bisque dolls, which are created to resemble adult women and adorned wigs made from real human hair. Many of the dolls are still intact and remain highly valuable. However, the old building is so creepy that even the opportunity for financial gain hasn't prompted people to venture inside and rummage through the boxes of limbless torsos and eyeless heads. If you like this video, why not hit that like button? And remember to hit the subscribe button for more videos every 2 days.